At the time of the accident that nearly took my arm, I had United Healthcare, which at least one person thought had so many problems that they chose to off the CEO. So I was worried about what the consequences were going to be. And I've gotten the bill for the ambulance ride, I've gotten the bill for being admitted to the hospital and released from the hospital, but I still haven't gotten the bill for the reconstructive surgery that reattached my arm. But in going back and forth and calling them, somebody said, hey man, I'm just gonna warn you, you've used all your benefits, like you have nothing left. So if I were you, I would get a marketplace plan so hopefully you can get better coverage. So before the end of open enrollment last year, I found the best plan that I could. And I wanted to make sure that the hospital system I was dealing with was in network because I didn't want it to be out of network and just be out of pocket. So I was like, okay. So I found a plan. It was supposed to be a gold plan. It's cost me a lot of money every month, but they said they would cover everything. They said that this was the best option. But the problem is, even though I've already met my deductible, I have a copay, like a significant copay every time I do anything. Every time I call the hospital, every time I send a message on my chart, every time I see PT, every time I see anybody, and it's gotten to the point where it's pretty onerous. It's literally gotten to the point where my PTs were like, look, just take what we've given you and just practice at home. There's no point in coming and paying that much money every time you come to see us. And now the specialist thinks that the only way to get the use of my arm back is going to be another surgery. And I'm wondering, okay, what is the copay for that surgery going to be? Again, I'm still waiting on that first surgery, which may have cost up to $200,000. So even if they're like, okay, you have a 30% copay, like that's a lot of money. And on top of making it clear that I don't want to ride motorcycles because no matter how good it feels in the good times, it is not worth these bad times, it also makes me recognize how many burdens there are in the medical system, in the insurance system, and the only way I'm able to survive is because the hospital offers no interest payment plan. There's no way I could pay out of pocket for this stuff.